Okay, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make a new movie on how to do a thumb fan, and we're gonna use a pretty good deck. This is a bicycle ghost deck. When doing the thumb fan, it's kind of important that you have a deck that has a good slide. So this deck is very good. If you can see, it's very smooth. It's very easy to fan as well. So I've seen many doing the thumb fan. They always do the same thing wrong. They have the wrong standard grip, and the grip is the most important part of the fan itself. So you gotta hold the deck correctly. So the way I do it is that I hold the deck like this. You can see the hand. Now this is in reverse because of the camera. It's not straight along the fingers like this would be. Instead, it's a little bit leaned inwards against my wrist. This gives this position where the corner is at the base, the ring finger, like this, and the thumb is not on the corner, it's kind of like grasping around the corner like this. Now, when doing the fan, it's not very hard. I like to hold the other hand like this. So 3 fingers here, the index finger here, and the thumb here, and then you get the feeling of it. See that? The good fan, right? So you go from here, corner, base of ring finger, right? You push off the cards, but there's one important detail, and that is actually moving the thumb a bit. So what's this? I'm gonna try to do it slow. It's hard to slow with the thumb fan, at least. I'm trying to move the thumb so it's always on the corner of the deck. See that? It's always trying to be in the corner. So first you kind of grasp around the corner like this. Then you try to push down with the thumb and let it make a pivot point so that the cards pivot around the tip of the thumb. The reason why I do this in the beginning is because it's a more secure grip. This is a more secure grip than it would be doing this. Right? This is a grip, you see the cards are already starting to move in my hand. So although you can do it, it's a worse result than just grasping around and then pushing down. Well, I actually push these cards, and about here I start moving the thumb a bit. You get the feeling of it. Hold on. You get a feeling of it after a while. So again, the grip. Just have a flat hand. Put the deck so the corner is on the base of the ring finger. Now I'm doing this in my left hand. You should do it in your left hand if you're right-handed, because you're fanning with the right hand. And the right hand is the hand that requires the finesse, if you see so. So, base of ring finger, flat hand, thumb over, and then the grip. When you're going to spread, you're gonna do this, and you're just gonna go like, if I'm just holding it like this, and you're gonna go. You're just gonna have your thumb on the side of the deck, is kind of pushing the cards around. That's all you have to do. But you should never ever be strained. You should be very relaxed when doing this, because if you strain, your result will be this. It will be an uneven fan, because you push so hard with your thumb that you actually push the cards that shouldn't be pushed. So what's happening is that you hold the cards like this, and when you do that, if you apply pressure to the top, the cards will kind of, you see, well, it's not a fan, but they will spread automatically. And if you do so with the thumb, you will get a more even spread like this, right? So, and that's also the secret to having a biggest fan as possible. You can also fan like this, holding the deck straight, and you will get a fan that looks like something like this with a big inner circle here. It seems, in my eyes, it looks strange. I want it to be like up here somewhere. So that's because you lean it. That's because you lean the deck. Otherwise, if you do this, you get straight. If you do this, you get a, what could it be, like 190 or 200 degree fan instead of a 180 degree fan. So that's just a little secret that I have. Just doing a little cocking motion. Well, that's all I have to say. Well, I have to say one more thing. I don't have to say, I just want to say it. And that's another flourish you can do when you've just done a thumb fan, and that's closing the fan with one hand. And that can be pretty tough in the beginning. So let me show you. I'm just gonna fan the deck, standard manner, so it's fanned. Okay, not perfectly fanned. And when you want to close the deck, you hold your hand like this. This is the standard. When you have fanned the deck kind of position, it's the same as this. See, it's the same. But I have a deck in the hand instead here. And then when you want to close it, you kind of take the index finger and ring finger, no, sorry, the long finger, right? And you kind of push, you kind of push the cards around. It's that move is extremely hard to do slow. I'm gonna try it one more time. So you push off the cards, and it's always easier if you do it like this, because the force of gravity will help you to push the cards against your fingers. When you're doing it upside down, as I showed you, you have to consider that the cards will bend in this direction. They will bend down away from your fingers, and when you push with your fingers, the chance is that they will split instead, and you will have cards all over yourself. So that's why you should close the deck with one hand like this, right? So it's, I'm gonna try with a smaller pack instead. Okay. So we have a fan deck. We push. I usually help with my little finger to just collect the cards. That's how you do it slowly. You have to do it. You can do just one move fast, or you can do a lot of moves slow if you want to close the deck. It depends on your preference, but I just like to do it one hand, kind of fast moves. Or you can always do, oh yeah, so you grasp the cards, you push them down with these fingers, holding back with the thumb on the other side, and then you try to just make them go around like this. And it's sort of like the reversed move of the one-handed 180 fan, which I will go through in another tutorial. Just reversed. So if you see, the fingers are almost like they were in the one-handed closing position, right? With the index finger on top here, we close like this. So that's what I wanted to show you. If you have any questions, you can I will be happy to answer them.